Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Borderlands 2. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw, here with my character Gage.
And I'm Kedge One-Eye.
Take out those autocannons, Slab! They're tearing up your air support!
I'm psychotic.
So you can see today we have a guest with us. He's playing the Psycho class. Now, while we have a moment, could you tell us a little bit about the Psycho class?
Alright. The Psycho class is split into three ways. You can either be fully based on guns, fully based on melee, or be fully based on elements. Kind of a cross between Brick and Lilith from the first Borderlands.
Thank you. Gonna be some dialogue in just a moment, and after this long stream of talking, I will go over what we're doing today.
That force field protects the final door to my chambers. It will only deactivate once you've destroyed the bunker.
Let's not do that. That sounds boring.
Alright, fun time's over, kiddies. Brick and his mouth breathers couldn't bust my bunker, and neither can you.
Alright, so the first step in today's video is we need to clear out a whole bunch of anti-aircraft turrets, which Brick's about to tell us.
Hell yeah! One autocannon down!
There was a grand total of 11 of them that was, well, technically
Oh, crap! Keep fighting, Slab! Bust those guns!
Technically, there's actually 12, because the first one doesn't count towards your
Countermeasures! Jump!
thing. And I might talk over Brick a little bit today. That is because he's just announcing attack moves, which, well, unless you're playing yourself, you don't actually need to hear that.
Jump over those lasers, Slab!
See what I mean? For the first thing we have to deal with will be the lasers here. The simplest way to deal with them is what I'm doing right now. You can simply get on top of a box pile, and you're above the laser arc, making you immune to that countermeasure.
You can easily just hop over them also, but it's just faster.
Now, you can't just hop over them. It's very doable. I'm just saying it's easier and less dangerous to just stay up here.
Watch those laser countermeasures!
You know, sometimes when I've actually seen them hit me when I'm on the boxes when I'm playing. I don't know why.
It can happen. I'm not sure what causes it, but I've seen that as well. Even though it doesn't appear they're going that high. You'll get hit a lot less up here, though. Now, one important thing I need to note very quickly about these...
My boys got supplies for you! Look for the buzzard with the white beacon! The Slab's got armor for you out on the ring!
One thing I need to note about these autocannons is that they are not set in a specific placement pattern. There are several spawn points around the room, and they will spawn in them randomly. Every one will be slightly different. You cannot actually, like, camp the spot where the next one's gonna come.
Great, Slab! Once we bust this bunker, there's nothing to stop you from grabbing the vault key! Just keep fighting!
One thing to note, however, is that all but one of them can be taken down just from up this platform. The only one that can't is the one that's directly behind the platform, which you simply cannot shoot from this position.
Which in this video, I was the one that took care of it. The one in the very back, we were right by Nos when that happened.
Oh yeah, that.
No more autocannons! Good job, Slab!
Greatest engineer alive!
And let us meet today's boss.
You really think I'd protect Angel with nothing but a couple of bots and some flimsy turrets? You see, you're not at the bunker right now. The bunker isn't a place. That's the bunker. Meet the BNK-3R, the greatest defense bot ever built. Designed her myself. Now do me a favor and die.
Oh, crap! The bunker went airborne, Slabs! This is gonna get messy!
It's time to bust a bunker.
Indeed, it is time to become a warthog. If you get the weapons, more power to you. If you don't, learn your World War II plays.
Homing rockets! Look out!
You know, personally, I prefer Pumas.
That works too.
You're fired.
Anyway, let me go over the attacks real quick, everyone. First off, the weak point. You see those glowing red lasers right in the middle of the bunker? That is the critical hit spot. The bunker is a robot. It takes the most damage from corrosive weaponry, but any kind of weaponry will work on it, of course. I simply run out of corrosive, so I'm switching to this, which doesn't have any special effect, it just fires quickly. Now, as to the bunker's attacks, it has 3 primary forms of assaulting you. The first one is the mortar attack, and Brick will of course announce every type of attack the bunker's doing, so you'll always have some kind of cue. During the mortar attack, the bunker will actually drop mortars all over the field,
Top by the waterfall. We're sending you ammo.
and if you get within the proximity of them, they detonate. If you simply
Mortar fire. Take
If you wait long enough, they still detonate. So they're not hard to avoid. An important thing about the mortar attack is that if you go up here where I'm going right now, you can actually avoid it. No mortars will ever fall up here, and sometimes there's ammo up here as well, which is what I'm coming over here to get, is more corrosion ammo. The second attack the bunker has is a homing missile type barrage where it just fires a crap load of missiles at pretty much all players simultaneously. The best way to avoid this is to simply get behind something. The missiles will not loop around cover. They will crash right into it and do no harm to you.
It's firing mortars. Look out.
Finally, the last attack the bunker has before stage 3 when it unlocks its ultimate attack is that it'll spawn 2 turrets on either side of it, which are also susceptible.
Those autocannons on the bunker's hull.
Yes, what Brick just said there. These are also susceptible to corrosive as their primary weakness, and they're easily to take out. Another important note is that the bunker's weak point does not always appear. It's only open at certain intervals during the fight. When it's not open, you just shoot it somewhere else and do less damage, or I guess you could just wait until it opens if you're very finicky about not criticaling. And that pretty much sums up the fight. Once you get all that down, it's just a matter of time that the bunker goes down.
The best place to fight it is in that hidey hole up above with the waterfall. Since there you can't be hit by the landmines period, and the missiles have so much obstructions it's hard to hit you with.
Holy crap. That is a big ass gun.
There are 2 things that are going to make this fight a hell of a lot easier for you. One is specific to one class, the other is something I just did. This one for specific class is the assassin, and he has an ability where he'll just pierce right through the critical spot and do a ton of damage. The other is use a rocket launcher and have it hit a certain spot on it. It'll hit multiple hit points, and if you have closer, it'll have the chance to go off even faster.
Right.
Fair enough.
If you have those classes, that's definitely something you can take advantage of. The bore skill that Zero uses, I actually did in my test run on the bunker, and it is very effective. But I think that's about enough bunker busting for one day, so we warthogs are going to, well, sit here for just a moment and watch our success, quietly, because Brick is going to have a lot to say about this. Any second now.
Mortar fire! Mortar fire! Take cover! The big gun is charging up!
I came!
With the bunker destroyed, you can access the door to my chambers. Move quickly.
Now though, once the bunker's dead, he has some really nice drops, which Dark is going to go over, because drops are his department. Dark, if you would, please.
It drops a bitch. It has great critical hit damage, achieves its highest accuracy quicker than any other Hyperion submachine guns. It drops a sham, extremely high bowl of absorption scrap, and a reduced shield capacity and reduced shield charge. Does not spawn with elemental resistance. And it drops a variety of hats for every single class. I like the accent personally, but that's just my opinion. Your turn, Nos.
Thank you, Dark. By hats, he means, you know, head drops. And finally,
Yeah.
something I need to note really quick for the sake of this LP, not really bunker exclusive. Well, in just a moment, because we're about to have dialogue very soon, actually. Is that, well, wait for it. Once I drop down, there's going to be dialogue.
Or will there?
I'm nearly there, soldier! I'm climbing up the rear of the control core! I'll meet you inside!
Okay, there is going to be some guns in my next video you don't see me equip here because we actually divided up the loot from all this because we were all picking it up at the same time off screen. So I will go over those guns at the beginning of the next video, but everything I'm holding or Dark's holding we got here or we already had.
Preparing bioscan. Please stand on the Hyperion emblem. Scanning biosignature. Biosignature confirmed. Hello, sexy. Awaiting password.
The password is, I love you.
That voice modulator had better work or this will all be for nothing.
I love you.
Access granted.
Consider this your final warning. No, consider this my final warning. Turn around and I promise I'll make it quick. But I swear, you take one more step, every soul back in Sanctuary will die staring at their own lungs as I rip them from their chests.
Yes.
Well, that was the last episode of the LP, so... Well, I guess I'm going to kill myself by shooting Nos.
Yeah, fuck this, we quit. I don't want to see my own lungs ripped out.
Come on.
LP over, have a good one everybody.
I die with dignity!
All